Good morning, YouTubulum. My name is NoNoNoah, and welcome to Wani Hug That Gator. I don't know what that kanji is actually supposed to mean, but I'm gonna go with Wani because I don't know how I feel about this. Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. This one's been on my roster for a while, and I've seen the community behind it is just insane. Well, maybe not insane. It's hyper. We'll call it hyper. To defend this game and all within it. And I don't know why. I've been so curious as to why this one, out of all the weird, scaly romance fucking dating things that are available to the human public, why this one? Why did this one cause so much anguish and so much just heartfelt, strong passion towards it? So, in the lovely Love Fest month, I decided there should be no better time than now to see why they want to hug this fucking gator so damn much. These psychotic motherfuckers. So that's what we're gonna do. I don't know what's in store for us. September 4th, year 21M... 20... What? It's already fucking psychotic. What? I'm schizophrenic. 201M 2023 BC. Sorry, I thought my doctor was calling me because I'm insane now. Amid the arid heat of the morning sun of Volcadera Bluffs, I can't help but miss living in the more temperate weather of the Midwest. Summer sleeves are in the style this year. These jackets aroma blog better be right. Am I in hell? This sweet thing is killing me. Well, at least it's guaranteed to start getting chiller in a few weeks. Besides, I'm sure to make an impression with this. Abercrombie and Flint is all the rage these days. It's the Flint causes all the fires that start from the sweaters they wear and sell. I sigh and lean back in the hard plastic seating of the metro. I'm on my way to my first day in a new school. Ordinarily, I'd just be glued to my phone on the trip, but there's just too much on my mind right now. My folks' sitch requires us to move frequently, which gives me little time to fit in. Much like how a rolling stone gathers no moss, I could never make a friend I'd keep for longer than a year. Just a lot of promises to keep in touch that petered off within months. That took a long time to come out of my mouth. Admittedly, it's my fault in the end, but that's all going to change starting today. I'm going into senior year now. It's my very last chance to prepare for the world ahead. Luckily for me, the cards are stacked in my favor. I want to hug a gator. I feel around my backpack for my DSLR till my fingers can absent-mindedly fiddle with the mode dial. St. Hammond High School is extremely well known for their artist curriculum. In other words, I'll be surrounded by people that share my interests, even if it's a little bit of a ride away. Speaking of rides, I was hoping that my parents would drive me there today. By the time I was up, though, they had already left for work. No big deal. I like the hustle and bustle of public transportation. I imagine I'm going to have to get used to this anyway. As time passes, my mind wanders to memories of previous schools. Yep, that was a thought, alright. I just experienced a thought. They all sucked. The DVD fucking thing finally hit the corner of my damn screen and I experienced a thought. Hey, I need to make the most of the situation I'm in, not get all sad like this. I need to do something like take a selfie with the hobo next to me, I won't get stabbed. Get up and breathe in that fresh city air. Remain seated and do nothing, wuss. I would like to take a selfie. I'm interrupted by the ding of the terminal board and the car gradually comes to a halt. I didn't get to take my selfie with suicidal hobo number 3? I step off the metro, heading out of the station as I follow a few other friends heading towards the school. Oddly enough, I'm only seeing dinosaur students, not another human to be seen anywhere. Must be one of those dino-heavy regions. Can we get into the backstory about why dinosaurs are still a fucking thing around here? There's a lot of greenery here as well. You almost forget how close we are to a major city. The pathway leads to a stone bridge that goes over a small creek. We're going to fucking Grandma's house. As I walk across, I notice other students meet in pairs and walk with each other. The air begins to fill with the sounds of laughter and stories of how their summer break went. And apparently I do not give a fuck. Ah, there it is. The school peeks out over the trees ahead of me, as though inspecting and welcoming me inside. Inspecting? I don't know if I read that right. St. Hammond High, my new home away from home for the next year. I stop to take a breath. The air here is crisp, reminding me of an old campground I went to back in elementary school. Yep, air reminds me of elementary school. Once again, I'm handed an opportunity. Why am I such an asshole? To make something of myself. I'm apprehensive but hopeful. It's my last shot at this. There's no going back. I take my first step onwards. Here we go again. Oh, here we go. I'm bald. Oh, God, I'm already cooked. Students mill about the front yard. This school is known for its heavily prioritized art programs. Over 2/3 of the graduates end up pursuing a career in the arts. And while half of them regret it from what I've read, there's still plenty that made it, right? That's also the management claims to fame, with the facade on the front entrance being dominated by a vibrant mural. I got a good feeling about this place. It's definitely not the T-Rex breaking through. A few students eyeball me as I continue walking in. Some friends whisper to each other. I just knew this jacket would pay off. Yeah, it's definitely not the fact that you're fucking bald going to high school. The front doors are... I'm assuming it's high school. It's probably college, let's be honest. The front doors are propped wide open, and I already feel the cold breeze inviting me in. Inside, it's a familiar yet brand new sight. Wow, they are all dinosaurs. Do not fucking brand me as a scaly for playing this game. I refuse all brands. Take your fucking cowpokers away. I mean it. I hadn't mentioned it yet, but the school is also unique for its student body. It's composed almost entirely of dinosaurs, all manner of saurian herbivores and otherwise. You don't fucking say. Scales, feathers, tails. Is that a tether? Wings, talons, and webbed hands. Not even to mention the colors. All vibrant enough to challenge the bright murals in the school outside. I like the Dexter's Laboratory dinosaur over there. Dozens of students march about, reconnecting with past friends and meeting new ones. Some anxiously glance at their schedules, checking every door as though they were numbered at random. I probably shouldn't be standing stare. Whoa, is that a human? Whoa. I'm surrounded and overrun by a crowd of neon-colored teenagers. Clearly my jacket is working like a charm. Oh yeah, sure. Wow, it's like a life-size mannequin. Hey, new kid! Is this what it's like to be popular? I really wasn't expecting it to happen this quickly. A few students are taking pictures with their phones. I even see some with sketchbooks and pens in their hands rapidly scribbling on pages. Wow, a human! Are you like a foreign exchange student? In the chaos, I feel a few people touch my hands. Whoa, human skin feels weird. Yeah, that's a bit of called for. As flattering as this attention is, ask them to go back up. Go along with it. Fuck it, why not? Let them eat me. There's so much happening, and I don't want to be a party pooper. A few more people shout at me to get my attention. Hey, could you look over here for a side profile? Oh man, this would be a good reference material. Wait, I need to get a better look at that skin texture. I once again find myself frozen, only muttering quietly as I hastily try to follow their instructions. Eventually, all the Saurians take their photos and talk themselves out before dispersing back to their own friend groups. By the time I recover from the shock of the situation, the last one breaks off and I find myself seemingly all alone again. Oh, that was my chance to socialize. I blew it. What the fuck is that? That's not a dinosaur. That's a mouse that fucked a fucking pigeon. You're a human, right? A Triceratops girl leans forward, scanning me up and down. This is it. Time to seal the deal and get a new friend. Yeah. My name's Inko? Close enough. Hey, can I, get a selfie with you? It'd be great for one of my classes. Yeah, definitely. She puts an arm around my back for a shoulder hug while she poses dramatically. Maybe a bit too friendly. Big smile now. Takes the picture and checks it enthusiastically. So, I'm Inko. Huh? Oh, cool, yeah. Anyway, I gotta go. Oh. What's the photo for, by the way? She pauses, aloofly chewing some gum. My fashion design class. This jacket is ballin'. Ah. Thanks for the pic, Hume. Or is it Hum? Humvee. I'm a Humvee now, bitch. Well, I feel my shoulders sag as I take in the now sparse hallway around me. That must have been my 15 minutes of fame. I don't think it even lasted 15 minutes. But there's no way. I've already blown it. I try to shake away the negative thoughts, focus on the positive. For a brief moment, I was the talk of the school. Yeah. Click, click, click. The familiar sound draws my attention. I know what that is. A nerd with a camera. At the end of the hall, there's someone kneeling, and with one of the latest camera models, if I'm not mistaken. Hey! The guy flinches. I flinch too. I hadn't meant to shout at him. The few students around me don't bat an eye at it, though. Sorry about the yell. No, it's fine. I managed to get the shot I wanted. The bespeckled boy, I think he's a parasaur, double checks the camera's display and smiles. Yep, perfect. This is all fine print for the yearbook. Can I see? His grin seems to widen at my interest. Of course, here! He turns the display towards me, showing a shot of the hallway. And me as the focal point. Pretty good, right? I look a little closer and notice that I think it's a little out of focus. And it's dark. What do you have your f-stop set at? Ah, shit. He stops and glances at me, pleasantly surprised to get a real answer. Yeah, I'm a bit of a photographer myself. I'm taking it as an elective, too. With Mr. Latican? Thinking back to my memorized class schedule, the name does sound familiar. Yep. Oh, snap. Cool. We'll be classmates. I'm Mr. Latican's busy. Mr. Latican's busy, so he just teaches it for one period. He offers his hand out for a handshake. I'm Ben. What a fucking completely normal name for a dinosaur. Friend achieved. I'm actually new here. Kind of figured being the only human student this year and all. St. Hammond isn't one of the more popular schools, but the staff put a lot of effort into the arts programs. Even the campus itself is designed like a living piece of art. So if you ever need the help, from the boss, I'm guessing he's offering some help. I wouldn't say no to a tour. A tour, you say? Well, I'm only going back to the principal's office, but I can point out some neat stuff along the way. He raises an eyebrow to himself in contemplation. Might be a good idea to meet the principal, too. He waves for me to follow him. And then we exit the scene, like ghosts. Turns out he wasn't just an avid photographer like me, but also the school council president. And one of his priorities was taking photos for the school's yearbook for the first day page. Every few minutes we'd pause so Ben could take a couple shots, mainly the students talking with each other. And while I would watch, I had considered helping him in some way. I mean, that camera looks amazing, and then there's all this extra lenses in the bag. I feel absolute elation to finally know someone that's into photography. And I really want to broach it, but Ben feels the air between us talking more about the school. Which is why we still go by the Feathertails, even though I think it's a tad distasteful. Dang, you're pretty good at this! You give tours to all the new students? Ha, not really, although it is something I've thought about a lot. Oh, hold that thought. Hey, Lunara! Oh dear God, what the fuck are you? Ben goes to greet a student. How are people into this? What part of that do you see and go, yep? Till the fucking paint peels off the wall. Ben goes to greet a student hitting up some intricate wall banners. Oh, hey, Ben. You have a good summer vacation? I did. Great work on the decorations. They look better than the last year's. Aw, thank you. What's all this for? She steps aside so I can fully view the banner she just finished with. The Cultural Arts Club. We meet every Thursday after school and look at antique artwork. She had initially looked past me to talk with Ben, but she gasps when she sees... You're a human! Oh, that's a silly question. You should totally join. I just love human culture. There's this amazing set of ancient masks at my place from ancient Europe. I just adore them. Wow, that's impressive. I think you'd make a good curator. You know what? I probably would. After that club display during Spirit Week last year, I gotta agree. We spent weeks studying that tribe and weeks more practicing those dances. We also studied paint with those styles. I swear to God, if it's wet-ass pussy. Like we're learning the techniques of old masters. Hopefully soon we can get into sculpting like those old Venus statues. We plan on getting one to look at sometime this year. What do you think? It'd be great if you could come. That'd be neat. What do you say, Inko? Maybe I do love culture. Oh, that's great. Oh, listen, we have this old chieftain dress we've had for ages. We just have to see what it looks like on the real thing. I'll think about it. This is the whitest dude ever. No way, I'd sooner endure a second Impact event than wear something like that. Hey, nice to catch up, Lennar. We got places to be. Take care. Bye! She waves us off, and Ben continues leading me to the principal's office. Ah, yes, Shadow Monster. Oh, hey, Michael, listen, can't talk now, but I'd love to catch up later, yeah? I'm floored. This guy seems to know just about everyone in school as much as they know him. Talk about being on top of things. Why was that man fucking grayed out? Did I not unlock him as a playable character yet? He points out a few more minor landmarks in the school and stops to greet a number of students happy to see him after the summer break. Man, sorry for having to stop so much. No way! I think it's cool you know everyone. If only it could be cool without making us late. He notices a few more noteworthy landmarks, eventually leading me to its biggest draw. I already knew that this place was known for art, but wow. Just outside the administrative offices, the hallway is filled with wonderful pieces of work. Paintings line the wall with some placards beneath detailing who the artists were, all created by alumni and attending students of the school. And this is the gala. All these pieces have been featured in all kinds of articles and presentations. Whoa! I know, right? Sorry, I don't know why I went Crash Bandicoot on that one. One moment. Ben turns to the nearest door and gives a polite knock. Who is it? It's me, Principal Scaler. His name is Principal fucking Scaler. This better be another human. An Oviraptor no older than her mid-30s exits the room. How would you fucking know that? The tinting on her scales? Holding a steaming mug and sporting a tired smile. Okay, now that one I could see. But the other one, no. Talking to you. No. This one, maybe. Might be that she's... I'm not even getting into this. Good morning, Benjamin. Good morning. Inko, this is our esteemed principal. Good morning, ma'am. Her eyes shoot wide mid-sip of her coffee. Oh, I hadn't noticed. You would be Mr. Ganito, yes? Inko Ganito? What the fuck? What? But yeah, yes, but my name. How wonderful. Gone is the exhaustion on her face, instead of replaced with a very wide smile. I'm so happy that you've chosen our school for your last year, Mr. Nito. Ben, be sure to give him a thorough St. Hammond welcome, okay? I was already... If you ever need any assistance, my office is always open, Mr. Neth 2. Not to mention the student council is also available for help. Isn't that right, Ben? Yes, Principal Scaler. Thank you, Principal Scaler. Oh, and Ben, a moment, please. But the Parasaur is dragging in the office and leaving me alone in the school gala. Whatever they're saying, I can't overhear the ambient noise of the student body. Either way, it's probably not something I meant to hear. I move a few feet away, out of the earshot of the discussion inside. On the wall beside me is a framed, panoramic landscape of the city, painted by hand. Oh, Halford. Wow, I could practically use this as a map with how detailed it is. No wonder it's hanging so predominantly by the principal's office. The gentle brush strokes, the vibrant colors, the evening sun bouncing off the windows, and the majestic scarlet sky enveloping the horizon. I've ruined that delivery. All of which combine together give a dreamscape feeling like it's an idealized vision of the city. It's beautiful. I've never seen a big Okay, my brain's had enough time to reset. I've never been a big admirer of paintings, but I can't deny this is a masterpiece. Only a teacher could have been able to express the scenic beauty of the city with this level of skill and passion. I withdraw my Cavion Stone 60 from my bag. And with the compact lens I keep, I barely fit the entirety of the painting in the frame for the shot. Ah, yes. Fucking take a picture of the painting. Checking the copy on my display, I realize I left out the title and the artist of the piece. The tag says, Dreamscape, artist O. Hadford, 9th grade. First place. 2020. A freshman did this, jeez. Now that I look at the rest of the painting, this is insane. It's all so much better than what I've made. Almost all the pieces are artfully drawn. Acrylic, charcoal, pastel, and yet not even one photo. Hey Inko, I'm back. I'm a senior now. How on earth am I meant to even start measuring up here? Inko? What's that sound? Ben nudges me back with the back of his hands as the commotion gets a little closer. Hey, watch it, jackass. Slow your roll, Leatherface. My leg! I watch as the perpetrator, aggressor, aggravator finally rounds the corner and comes barreling down the hallway. Speeding right towards us. My instinct kicks in and I stumble to the side to avoid the oncoming collision. For just a split second, I get a good look at my assailant. I'm sorry, the main character's in a fucking wheelchair? Green scales, messy hair, and a faded purple hoodie. She propels herself forward with dexterous hands, spinning the large wheels on her. I only now notice that she's in a wheelchair. I didn't even know you could go that fast in one of those. She glances my way and her pupils lock onto mine. Her gray and cold eyes are marked by bags, like she hasn't slept in days. The girl's entire presence is ghost-like. And that expression, it's like she's looking straight through me. I'm sure she barely registers my existence, but I don't think I'll ever forget that face. Just as fast as she came, however, she's gone. As she leaves, I feel like a weight is lifted from my shoulders. At least until I trip directly into a glass case behind me. Oof! Hey, watch it! Oops. The parasaur's hand robes over the display carefully, his eyes filled with worry. You looking for something? Cracks. Usually when another student falls into them, there's some kind of crack or scratch. Guess it's just a dino thing. You humans are lucky you don't got to sweat over this kind of stuff. That happen often? Often enough to drain the school's funds and repairs. That can't be good. Well, not to brag, but I do. A vibrato chime echoes through the now empty hall. I freeze, tardy on the first day. Ah, whoops. Sorry to run on like that. Sorry to run on like that. You should get going to your first class. What, I need a tardy slip or something? Nah, it's the first day. Teachers are lenient. I'm fine either way since, you know. One of the benefits of being class prez. What's your first period? Physical education. Ben sucks the air through his teeth with a prolonged wince. You'll be fine. Gymnasium's down that-a-way. Don't, keep him waiting too long. Keep who waiting? Gotta go, bye! Never to be seen again. Well, he walks fast when he has somewhere to be. That reaction doesn't exactly instill confidence in me. I follow Ben's directions towards the school gymnasium. After all the commotion earlier, it's the first quiet moment to myself. Might as well take it to finally sort my thoughts. Let's see, what do I think of this place so far? It's certainly livelier than any of the schools I've been to. Ever since I've stepped foot in here, everything has been so lively and everyone seems so exuberant. It makes me feel a little out of my depth since I'm so used to the opposite. Here, people like that girl here are eager to share their hobbies almost without being prompted. Everywhere else I've been, people just kept to themselves, like they're only there because they have to be. It hits me. This school's art program attracts people. The students here don't have to be here. They're choosing to be here. That's why it's so active. Well, alright, what can I do with this information? It means I can probably be friends with anyone I want, right? Weird to say, but with everyone here sort of working with each other, there's bound to be an insane level of camaraderie, too. Maybe I won't even have to try. I'm almost at the gymnasium now, though, so I'll hold this thought for later. Ah, gym class, where the boys are separated from the men and where people with Herculean physiques are able to show off their sculpted bodies. I begin to remember how much I dreaded going to PE. The innumerable bad experiences from past schools pale in comparison to the many skidded knees and broken glasses. Hopefully this school's PE is a lot less grueling. I have a feeling that PE for fucking dinosaurs is going to be the exact opposite of what you just said. As I stand before the wooden double doors leading into the gym, I'm struck with now how empty the area looks. It's followed by me catching the sound of physical activity coming from within the gym itself. Shoot, I really am late. Ben's earlier warning echoes in my head like a foreboding spirit. I peer through the small windows on the doors and see students standing shoulder to shoulder. Towering over them is a primate, who I can only guess is our gym teacher, with his arms crossed and a scowl on his face. I hope I can get away with being tardy. As I walk into the... Holy fuck. My first thought is how lucky I am to be alive. I don't even know what was thrown at me, but it might as well have been a cannonball. I spot the gym teacher, and even through his baseball cap, I can feel his stare of rage piercing my soul. Such intensity in that ideal throwing form. It only missed by centimeters. That was a warning shot. Oh. Know this and know it well, son! I have a policy! Each of my platoons gets one free miss from me a year, and you just spent it. I shift my eyes to the students lined up next to him, and they're so stiff with fear that I can't tell what they're feeling. You got 3 seconds to lay it on the front of your squadron while in the great name of Davy Crockett, you are late! Well, He didn't even move. Hint taken, I shut my mouth. The simian scholar starts marching back and forth like a drill sergeant. Listen up, because I'm only saying this once! In this class, we operate on tough love! We learn from our mistakes, so you better pray to Raptor Jesus you don't forget them! Because if you do... With 3 monstrous steps, the coach closed the distance of 10 yards to tower over me. I will be very upset! It reflects poorly on all of us that it is not something I will accept! So I would love to see you maggots succeed, but if you don't, I'll make it unforgettable! Am I understood? I nod my head in fear. Fan-freaking-tastic! Now then, join the rest of your ranks and stiffen up! Once I confirm my bladder's intact, I shuffle over to where my colleagues stand. I feel them staring at me with anger, like I'm responsible for the coach's teaching style. What an appalling first impression to make. I should just quit and start over somewhere else while I still can. The teacher takes a second glance over to us, reminding himself of where he was before I had interrupted. Attain hot maggots! You will all drop and give me 20 of the finest push-ups! Those guts better be an ant's fart off that pristine gym floor or else! With a violently loud blow of his whistle, the coach also takes his position to show the proper technique. I hide my wince as my knees impact roughly on the ground. The real pain starts as I try to keep pace with everyone around me. My biceps and forearms threaten to splinter from the weight of my body and the speed of my jerky movements. I never realized just how badly out of shape I was. On your feet, you bipedal slugs! Haha! This guy. He ain't human. Some kind of primate, maybe? A close relative? I can feel my muscles hollowing in pure agony as I force myself up from the gymnasium floor. By the time I'm back on my feet, my breathing is heavy and coming out in whistles. Now then, since it's only the first day of school, how about we have ourselves a good old game of dodgeball? Did he say dodgeball? Oh yeah, dodgeball time. I shoot a glance towards the overly enthusiastic Dino next to me, who is absolutely elated by the prospect of the upcoming game. We only finished the warm-up and my muscles are already screaming. My knees shake, my lungs burn, and I'm so drenched in sweat that I'm sure I might need a shower after this. I really don't want to play dodgeball. Aren't we lucky? First day of school and we get to play a game! I don't do dodgeball. Why not? I'm not exactly... Alright, maggots, pick a side and keep the numbers even! This is a suicide match! And free-for-all, too? Damien, why don't you socialize by picking your teammates? Shades, you're on blue team! Wait, but why are there teams as a free-for-all? Alright, I'm going with the human dude. Before I can figure out the rules for this dodgeball game, the Dilophosaurus, that's not a real word, wraps an arm around my neck and brings me to his side of the field. Whoa, and one last thing! His leer and tone freeze me to the spot. What's the first rule? We only got one! Have fun? Gang up on the weakest one! Wait, huh? In a matter of seconds, the gymnasium becomes a full-blown battleground. I do my best to dodge the oncoming flurry of red rubber spheres coming along like bullets. I dive to the ground, avoiding the oncoming projectiles as they soar overhead and pelt my comrades. I hear the blows and the guttural groans from those who've already succumbed to the onslaught of inflated orbs. Combat crawling away from the fierce front, I entrench myself along the edge of the field in hopes of being ignored. I cast my gaze at the rest of my allies and, oh god, it's a full rout, so many bodies. So how's the first day of school treating you, bro? I look up to see the finned dino, the same pink Dilophosaurus who had dragged me to his side of the court, staring down at me and smiling. What do you think? I watch as he casually dodges an oncoming ball before throwing his own. Name's Damien, by the way. Inko. Nice to meet you. You two, Chrome Dune and Frills! Who said you two had time to talk? Does my gymnasium look like a debate stage? I mean, maybe if we got all the stairs in the auditorium, maybe. I know a guy's uncle who can make a really classy podium. I look up at Damien with absolute bewilderment. What is this guy thinking? The coach looks like he's about to explode. Do not play smart with me, son! Keep your trap shut and eyes focused on the enemy! Damien just smiles and gives the coach a thumbs up, as if we weren't already in the middle of an active war zone. You got it, Mr. Sully! That's Coach Sully to you! And what's the hold-up, Shades? You're just making yourself an easy target on the floor! Get up and play to win! Alright, guess it's time to do something of worth. Alright, but I'm not exactly good at dodgeball. Oh, maybe I can do the whole blocking things for everyone. That should hopefully make it so that everyone isn't peeved at me for wasting a warning shot. But here's where things change. I can totally turn this around. All is equal in the court. A ball aimlessly rolls on the floor in front of me, calling out to be my ammunition. I somehow weave through two shots at me and pick up the ball. Oh yeah, I'm feeling it now. I'm on fire. There's no way I'm losing now. I grab onto the ball and start blocking any shot that so much as crosses our side of the field. Yeah, I'm doing great. Block 1, block 2, 3. Now I'm really feeling it. I bet everyone's looking at me now. Any thought of playing the game suddenly left my mind like it was never there. Who cares? Doing this is more than enough. I can be the star. Hey, new guy! A new voice catches my attention. A crimson parasaurus. Think fast! What? Well, that's the game. I'm dead now. The floor is cold. Maybe I shouldn't have come here at all. A pair of extremely dirty sneakers enter my field of view. You gotta get up, Shades? No. I give up. Bonk! Oh man, that hurts. How long was I out? I'm laying down on something soft. Where am I? The fucking infirmary, probably. Yeah. My vision clears and I sit up from the plastic bed. I think this is the perfect time to stop. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think of this game. Do you want to call it a game? It's a fucking book for me right now. Down in the comments below, and I will see all you know bros later. Peace for now. Bye!